The world is hurting right now, and it's time to rise up. As we lift ourselves up in body, mind, and spirit, we can reach out to others and be a light in a sea of darkness. Welcome to the Movement for Global Health with your host, Dr. Mary Zennett.
It is a joy to welcome our guest today, Kimberly Humphreys. Kimberly is a heart-centered coach with unique skills to guide people to lasting healing and recovery. Kimberly has been able to help her clients break free in situations where there seemed to be no hope. Kimberly is very well trained. She is certified in holistic health coaching, emotional freedom technique, holistic healing and spirituality, and is an NLP therapist. Kimberly is the founder of Heart Joy Transformation. Kimberly, it is an absolute pleasure to welcome you.
And I'm so honored to be here, Dr. Mary. I thank you for that gracious introduction. And with all of that, there's one ingredient that is the key, and that's love.
And that's love. And that is love. And I was just going to say, you clearly put your heart and your passion in your work. And the key ingredient is love. Wow.
That's it.
So with that, what is the mission of Heart Joy?
My mission is to spread that everywhere I can, because I wasn't always, I'm not there yet, but I wasn't always, where I am today. I started out as a little girl that was wondering, what is life all about? So for most where people are struggling, I feel like I've been there through so many life struggles, and we don't have to stay there. So that's the mission is to spread more love and healing in the world, realizing that everything that we experience has a purpose.
Wow. So for people listening, what you're saying is wherever our listeners are at, if they're struggling, hear that they do not need to stay in that place, that stuck place.
Absolutely. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Wow. And it's a profound message, because in the world today, we got so much coming at us. I mean, and you struggled, right, for years.
Years.
For years. For years. But
61 years.
What's that?
61 years.
My God. My God. So the wisdom that you have, and I know you, I mean, we're developing a wonderful friendship and colleagues, and I know you, and you are so compassionate, you are so resilient, and you care so much. You care so much. And it's evident in everything you're putting out. And it's your mission for the world.
It is. And I just, I feel like that time has come, because one of the things that I struggled with, well, it's what brought me to where I am. It's why I studied 30 years of the Bible and, so many other modalities. You name it, if it was God-centered, if it was love-centered, if it was heart-centered, and it promised healing, I was on it. I was on it. And I just learned that the thing that I struggled with, in other words, I was diagnosed with ADD, bipolar disorder, cyclothymia, borderline personality disorder. And I just learned that what it really was brain trauma. Because I couldn't hold on to thoughts. I couldn't hold on to information. If, when I receive it, okay, it's gone.
Wow.
I would walk out of the room to go do something. By the time as soon as I got to the door, it was gone. So that was very frustrating for me, because it just made life very difficult.
No kidding.
But but all this time, how many years, 55, 60 years,
right.
I had no idea. I thought I was retarded. I thought I was stupid. I thought, I just thought something was wrong with me. So my intention was to fix it. But I realized that, okay, before it could get fixed, you have to accept it. You have to accept it, and you have to appreciate that it has a purpose.
And I've heard you talk about self-acceptance, and that's at a root cause. That's what you're talking about.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Whatever it is, whatever our challenge is,
right,
and whatever we see in other people and in the world that bothers us, those are opportunities for self-acceptance. That's what self-love is.
Wow. The thing that concerns me, I've been in the conventional, I'm a psychiatrist, and I'm not actively practicing right now, but it has always troubled me, the impact of these labels. Okay. When we don't understand what's going on, here's a label, here's a label, here's a label. And I'm going to tell you, if you look under the hood, because I know this just from being out there for years, is it's all about billing. Okay, they set up these big manuals. Okay, well, if you got this label, we're going to bill this. If you got this label, you're going to bill. And I'm like, my God. So I remember, because I've worked with a lot of kids over the years, and I'm just sharing with you.
Yeah, absolutely, because this is real stuff.
It is. This is the real world. I used to share with them, you are so much more than this label. Don't be limited by this label.
Absolutely.
But they're scars, they're wounds.
Well, everything is fixable, and everything has a purpose. Everything. Wow. Those scars, those wounds are for a purpose. They're not permanent, and they have a positive purpose. So they are healable. Absolutely.
So for anybody listening that's hearing, I'm ADD, I'm ADHD, I'm OCD, I'm PTSD, I'm whatever. Your message is you are much greater than that label.
Absolutely.
And there's healing. There's healing on the other side of that. Of that issue and that conflict. Wow. That is so powerful. So powerful. And next week we're going to have Mental Health Month. So it's no accident that we're talking about this today.
Absolutely.
Wow. Well, and I have a feeling it has to do with physical healing as well.
Oh, yeah.
Physical health.
Oh, yeah.
Physical health. How many people do we know that were given literally a death sentence? There's no hope for you. There
Yeah.
is no hope for you. But it starts here.
Exactly. See, that physical ailment is a manifestation of the unresolved emotional issues. Mental goes to emotional, goes to physical.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Wow.
We're a multi-dimensional beings.
Right.
And so our beingness has an energetic level, has a spiritual level, has the physical level, has a metaphysical level. And so we operate on all of those levels, but we're not aware. We're only aware of one, and that's the physical. And so it doesn't make sense. And the medical, they're evolving though. I believe that whole system that you described about the billing and all, that's going to be transformed.
It is.
Because they're seeing it doesn't work. It's not healing people. We've created a bigger crisis than it's resolved. But I see the holistic part coming into the Western part, and so there is hope wide scale. But right now, people have to go to the holistic if they really want to resolve the issues now, because they're just
exactly. So what we're doing, and I've known this in my knowing for a while, and I see us as bridges. We're helping people bridge from one, the conventional school of thought to the holistic school of thought. And they're not mutually exclusive.
Right. They're not.
You can we're not throwing out, like they say, don't throw
the baby
out
with the bathwater.
Exactly. Don't throw all that out, but take the wisdom of the conventional and bring it and move forward at a deeper level. And one thing I know about you, Kimberly, because we've talked well enough times, is that you do dive deep with your clients.
I do. Because if you don't get the root cause, it's like if you go weeding in your yard, and if you don't pull up the root, well, the weed will be back pretty soon. Sooner or later, it's going to come back. But I go to the root. And then, so that's done. It's gone.
Wow. So for our listeners, for people listening, they'll say, oh, she's going to go to the root. That could be scary, but I know you provide a safe place.
A safe place. And actually, when that root comes up, first of all, it's painless. It's painless for the root to come up. Okay. And then you will go, it's like having an abscess in your mouth. When the dentist goes in, it don't feel comfortable. But when he gets it out, it's like, oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you, right?
Wow. So that's a very empowering message for our listeners. You're offering a safe place. And once that root is out, it's out.
It's out. And you can heal. And the wonderful thing, let me tell you, when love heals, it's done. It's done. It's never the same. That's why it's heart, joy, emotional life transformation, because this work is transformative. And the other thing that I do, so we get to the root, right? And then we find out, why did I have to go through that? Why did I have to experience that? Because there is a reason. And that reason is to grow you. It's to equip you for your purpose for being here now.
Oh my God. Wow. And you help people you work with, you help them discover.
Yeah, we're going to find out right now. We're going to find out.
Wow. Wow. And there's the joy. There's the joy.
There is the joy. There is the joy. That's why I had to experience that.
My God.
Okay. Now I have appreciation for it.
Yeah.
And eventually a reverence.
A reverence. If you didn't go through everything you went through, you'd never know.
Not only would you not know, but you would not be who you are now.
Exactly.
You would not be able to feel your purpose for being here.
Exactly.
We have everyone. Did I say everyone? I mean everyone. If you're breathing, you have a purpose. You have a purpose, and it doesn't matter where you've been or where you are now. It's where you're supposed to be. That's why it says you are perfect for your purpose, for being here now. And when we learn to accept and appreciate ourselves in that context, that's transformational. And understanding, healing the pain, understanding why you had to experience that, and knowing what to do with it. It's life transforming.
Wow.
So you come into your purpose through the healing process.
Right. So you started out talking about that person that's completely overwhelmed, really doesn't feel any hope. They're like, I'm grasping at straws here. I just don't know where to begin. And what you're saying is you're giving them hope. You're like, no, you're right where you need to be on your journey. Let's walk through this.
Yes.
Let's walk through this to the other side.
Yes.
Wow. So for our listeners, who would you say, like if they're listening, who would you say would be most ready to embark on a journey?
That person right there who's overwhelmed, who's frustrated, who's sick and tired of being sick and tired, who's ready for what life has for them, who's ready for some better, something different, something wonderful.
Yeah.
Would you like something wonderful? Guess what? You can have it. There's a process, and you can trust the process. I tell you what, I don't know how many people, almost all, if not all, have said after their first session with me, wow, I have had more, I've accomplished more in this one time with you than I have in years of other.
Wow. Well, then we've talked about that because you've worked with people that have tried literally everything. When we say tried everything, they tried everything.
Yeah.
But they were still stuck.
The one lady that just stands out for me is, she said after 4 weeks with me, I don't remember what she said after the first time, but I remember after 4 weeks, she said, Miss Kimberly, I have made more progress with you in these 4 weeks, in these past 4 weeks, than I have in 16 years of therapy, Al-Anon, and church, all put together.
Wow.
And I don't walk on water, okay? I'm right here with you. I've been through this. In fact, I knew when I was 15 years old and I was trying to figure out what do I want to do. You're in school, so you're getting ready to graduate. And you're looking at what do you want to study? And I said, I want to be a part of the solution to the pain and suffering in the world. So at that time, it was 74, 75. I said, I want to be a psychologist because that's who I thought would do that.
Right.
And that got completely derailed. That's another story. I won't go into it right now. But I about 15 years later, I tried to come back to that, and I couldn't go anywhere with it. And so then I thought, well, maybe ministry. Maybe I'm supposed to be doing it through ministry. And I tried that route, and it was kind of a dead end. And so I'm working for this company. I know who I work for.
Exactly.
And because he's using me in that setting with people every day, the people I'm working around and the people I'm serving on the phone for the company.
It's so awesome. It is so awesome.
So I knew, and after they said, okay, we're laying everybody off, I said, all right, what you gonna do with me now? And that was 13 years ago.
Wow.
So I feel like I have been definitely, when I say you've been prepared and all of those experiences are preparing you, I live that.
Wow. Wow. But again, when we listen to your journey, it's not a linear path. It's when you were very young.
Cyclical.
It is.
It's cyclical. And
Talk about
this
that.
is life. We're either cycling up or we're cycling down.
Oh. And that's the message to our listeners is if you feel like you're cycling down, okay, you're spinning out of control. Okay, it's time to press the reset button and get moving to who you were created to be.
Amen. Absolutely. That is it, Dr. Mary. That is it.
Oh, what a joy. What a joy. And your heart joy.
That is
and go
it.
back to the love. Go back to the love. And, what, because I know there's people listening, they're like, what is love? What is love?
I want you, if you're listening right now, I want you to do this. Put your hand on your heart, your left hand on your heart. Take your right hand and put it over the left hand, because this hand is the receiving hand. This is the sending hand. See, we have these two coming out of here for a reason. And send love to yourself. See, there's a part of you that can send that love to the other part of you. So I want you to just do this and just be in a receiving mode. Just breathe. Take a deep, slow inhalation and then slowly release it. One more. And just feel love in your heart. Feel love. Feel, if you've ever felt like you were loved before, just feel that feeling. It doesn't matter where it came from. Just feel the feeling. And if you don't feel you've ever felt love before, imagine what it would feel like. And take that deep breath in and slowly release it. And you can keep those hands there for as long as you want. You can take it down whenever you feel like you're ready to take them down.
How empowering.
The love that we need is only going to come from us. No one else can give it to us until we first give it to ourselves. Our relationship with ourselves sets the tone for all the other relationships. If we feel that people don't love us, or they're not treating us, they're not giving us the respect, they're not treating us like they treat this other person, these other people. I don't care whether it's in your family, if it's your parents, if it's your siblings, if it's your spouse, if it's your children, or your workers, co-workers, boss, whoever it is, they're not the problem. And there really isn't a problem except how you see it. But this is an opportunity. These are opportunities for you to love yourself, to receive the love that you long for. It comes from within. And I'm more than happy to answer your questions about anything that I've said. I want to. So you can put it in the chat or the comments below. I'll answer.
And Kimberly, that gets into how do our listeners reach out to you? We'll put this information in the chat, but you'll have your website and an email address.
My website is heartjoytoday.com.
Okay.
And my email address is Kimberly, or info@heartjoytoday.com. Info is where I want to interact with people.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So we'll put this information in the chat, and we encourage our listeners to reach out to you because Kimberly, you're giving us such a gift. Such a
Thank
gift.
you. Thank you.
And at a time when the world really needs it.
Yes. Yes.
The world really needs it. So with this work, because it's intense work, how do you stay grounded and balanced and centered?
As I said, we're spiritual and energetic beings. And so I have a spiritual practice. I have an energetic practice. I have yoga. I have Ayurveda, which are very powerful healing modalities. In fact, Ayurveda has been around for over 5,000 years. And those keep me grounded through, diet, exercise, and meditation.
So you have that foundation, those spiritual practices.
Yeah, you have to have something. At the very least, know there is a power breathing you that's greater than any situation, circumstance, or condition. Know that. Whatever is going on, the purpose is to draw you into that power, to know that there's something greater. So if you think you can't do it, you're probably right. You can't do it without acknowledging that power in you that is able to do it where you cannot.
Right. But that's where you help people shift that mindset, turn that switch on.
Yeah.
And that can be hard after decades of conditioning and messaging. I can.
The healing has to happen because when we are hurt, when we are broken, we're not thinking right because we have misunderstood, misinterpreted, digested things that they're not serving us. We've digested them in a way that is making us sick. We're talking mental now.
Absolutely.
Because we digest our thoughts. We digest our experiences. We digest everything. Or at least there's a system and process to do that.
Exactly.
But if we don't do it right, it's going to cause us illness. And so there are many levels that I operate on when we're working together.
And like you talk about, it's the mind, body, spirit connection. So and those conflicts can be manifested in physical.
Absolutely.
We have vulnerabilities, and then energetically they take root.
Exactly. And when we have those experiences, remember I said that they have a purpose.
Right.
And one of the purposes can be, and usually is to learn that, to be able to appreciate, oh, wow, I have all these different parts and they all come to serve me so that I can serve the body at large.
Exactly. Well, this is truly beautiful, Kimberly. Thank you so much. Heartfelt thanks. This is, like I said, this is a gift you're giving. It's a gift you're giving to the world. So our fervent hope from our hearts is that it reaches people who are ready and who need to hear this message.
Absolutely.
And we will. Oh, it is my privilege, truly my heartfelt privilege. And we'll include your contact information and get this out.
Right. Thank you for getting this out because people so need it. And I can't wait. I'm looking forward to our time next month to turn the tables here.
Oh, absolutely. We're going to talk about Mental Health Month, and we've started already.
Yeah. We're just preparing everyone.
we're in a world that needs healing and at higher levels, at higher levels. And it's a privilege. And I know you feel the same way.
I absolutely do. I'm just in love because I see the universe sending the army of the angels to come down and
Yes,
serve the population.
yes, exactly. Exactly. All right, Kimberly, my heartfelt thanks, and that thanks also from our listeners, because I know that they're going to gain great benefit from connecting with you and working with you.
Thank you. I look forward to hearing from you.
Oh yes, we
the
and we will be in touch. We'll be in touch very soon. All
and
right.
I'm the listeners. I was saying I look forward to listening to hear. I absolutely look forward to hearing from you. But I look forward to hearing from
See, I do
you
too.
listeners. You who
I
are
do
listening.
too. I do too. And we're encouraging them to reach out because
Please.
you know what? For many of our listeners, it is their time. It's their
Yes.
time. You know what, Kimberly? The other
Yes.
thing I tell people is it's time to take conscious action. Okay?
Absolutely.
If you have felt like you're under a rock and you're that stuck, okay? Rather than just, throw the covers over your head and give up. It's your time.
Yes.
And that's what we're encouraging people to do. Take that one step.
Take a little
That
step.
one step. Okay. Send Kimberly an email. All right. Reach out and go to her website, and you will get inspiration and listen to what guidance and direction, because like we're saying, whether people realize it or not, there is a divine, there is a
Absolutely.
higher power that is directing our steps. So you don't need to be afraid of it, you don't need to be overwhelmed. It's take the next best step.
I couldn't have said it better.
Oh, all right. Again, my heartfelt thanks, and this is a message we need to get out. We need to get out
Absolutely.
to the world, and yeah, we can't wait to hear from people that are gaining the results,
Yes.
because we are, as a world, our vibrational level is rising. It
Yes.
really is, whether people
Yes.
realize it or not. It is. It
It
is.
is.
So
It
we're either
is.
going to stay stuck in the muck or we're going to ascend.
I want to give people hope for those who say, well, I'm doing it, but there's so much. But here's the thing, for every one person who raises their vibration up,
Mm-hmm.
they are covering or bringing up the vibration of thousands of others. The positive love vibration is the strongest vibration there is. So it's going to override. So that's why love heals, and love covers the multitude of everything else.
It does. It does. It really does. And because I hear people say that, go, how can I make a difference? Yes, one person
By
can make
unconditionally loving yourself,
exactly.
that raises your vibration and also raises your power in the universe, increases your power.
Wow. There couldn't be a more empowering message.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, Kimberly, heartfelt thanks. All right.
Yeah.
All right. And we'll have your contact information in the chat, and get this out and encourage people to reach out.
Please do. You will be so happy that you did. That's all I can say.
It's a gift. It's a gift.
Mm,
All right. Many blessings, Kimberly.
Bless you. Thank you.
All right.
Dr. Mary. Should I leave?